Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium. So it looks like our back and forth between Classy and the Hardy Boys is going to continue today, because after talking to Classy and investigating the window, we got another task that requires us to talk to the Hardy Boys, specifically about Ruby, our mysterious missing Hardy Boy, or Hardy Girl as it were. And yeah, the quest specifically tells me that I should make sure that I have fully explored the whirling, analyzed the site of the murder, and truly and thoroughly interrogated Classium. But I feel I have done that. At least I wouldn't know what else to do right now. So I guess I will talk to them and see if I can convince them to tell me where to find this ruby. And I expect that there's going to be another skill check. So let's see if I have enough, well, skill to do that. Alright, Titus, I'm back again. Have you missed me?
It's you again. What is it?
I need to talk to you about your secret leader. Okay, I talked to Classy, now I need to talk to Ruby. Exactly.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Because she's your real leader, that's true. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Laylee's killer. That's what I hope anyway. I've seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. I don't think this is going to impress him. Look, I need to pin this on someone and I've decided to pin this on her. Probably not a good thing to say. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. Do we actually suspect her? I mean, it would explain why she's trying to cover up the whole thing and trying to make them take the blame for it, and why they would be willing to take the blame for it if, you know, she's their leader and she actually killed Laylee. But if we assume that the killer was on the roof when he or she shot Laylee, then clearly the killer must have used the secret passage to get to the roof, because they couldn't just go through the bedroom, right? And the footprints we found in the secret passage are not like the very unique footprints that Ruby left behind at the crime scene, you know, the odd soul. So, unless she changed to different shoes, those are not her footprints. And there's no other way for her to get to the roof other through, you know, the secret passage. Of course, she could have shot from one of the other B spots, I suppose. But I got the impression that she was at the scene very quickly after it happened, so would there have been enough time for her to return from wherever she made the shot and come back to the whirling? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess it could have been her, but at the moment I think the evidence does not support this. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. She is a suspect in another case I'm investigating, a drug smuggling. That is true, but less important at the moment. Yeah, first of all, I think she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
Yeah, maybe this was not a good dialogue option, because he doesn't like, you know, whenever someone is insinuating that he's not the leader.
How many times must I tell you?
What were you trying to tell me?
Yeah, fuck off!
Yeah, I'm mostly trying to talk to her because I need her, you know, witness statement to find the killer, I guess.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not.
I'm not trying to make her a suspect. As a matter of fact, I'm like 70% sure that she's not the killer. At least with the available evidence at the moment.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
Of course.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
Right.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
I have a
I
decent
don't want to
theory.
be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I'm going to fuck off as soon as you tell me where to find Ruby.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
And there we go. As expected, there is another skill check, but I have a pretty good chance because apparently I have been very thorough. I found the key in the union box. I saw the winch outside. The scene was staged like a play. Reconstructed murder scene. Found antique rifle. Secret route found. +3 for that one. And Ruby is a drug trader established. Okay. I guess I'm going to give this a try. I mean, with 92%, I should be able to pass this easily, right?
A sudden
Yes.
flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him? I mean, I am reasonably sure, but what about you?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
Alright, so basically you're saying that she got an alibi. Then again, you already lied to me before, so can I really believe your alibi here?
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
He points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go to the toilet. She didn't go to the bar for a drink. She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke. I mean, I feel this question would be the most interesting because I think if she killed Laylee, then she didn't do it from the roof because then we would have found her footprints in the secret passage. Unless there's another way to the roof, but I don't think there is. So maybe she went out for a while and, went to, whatever other shooting position there are.
No.
So in the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
So she was away for, maybe a few minutes at least.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
Right.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
I mean, she could have used the passage, but again, I feel we would have found her footprints, and we didn't find any odd soul footprints. So the question is, did she have enough time to go to any of the other firing positions? If it was just 5 minutes, probably not.
He's been through it. That means he's suspected her too.
Has he now? Well, that's interesting.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Okay, well, I'm curious to see how you're going to do that.
You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? A skilled Sambo artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider? I don't know about that. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Yeah, but I mean, the footprints were not Ruby's footprints. Unless she has new shoes now. I guess we can't dismiss that possibility. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? Yeah, what about the winch? Could the winch be used somehow to get to the roof? But yeah, you do agree the shot came from the roof, right? I mean, that's our most plausible theory anyway.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez.
Well, my visual calculus seems to disagree with that, but okay.
Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
Well, I agree. There's a 72% chance the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that. Yes, big lab back in Jamrock, the Jamrock ballistics lab. No, I actually did this all on my own.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. What they say doesn't sound like a science call. You're a madman.
Don't underestimate me.
Those numbers were an ass pull, man.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jambo. He hasn't got shit.
But I mean, if it was from the roof, then there is a secret passage leading up to the roof.
Oh.
He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop, right?
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
Actually, there is an elevator.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one, Kim. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside. Yeah, exactly, Kim.
Thank you.
The lieutenant is glad he got the floor plan right there.
But yeah, you can use the dumbwaiter to get to the roof.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
7 minutes. That's very precise.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
Yeah, you should do that.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Shush now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Okay, I can talk about the winch that may be relevant somehow. There were pinball machines in the workshop still operational. Not sure how this is relevant. I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop. Right, but not the one that I would expect if it was Ruby. Guess what? Remember that key I found here? Point at the window. We firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot. Right. What about the winch?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
Okay, it's part of the elevator.
That's wall mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
Okay, but I did find footprints in the workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Fairly recent, yes.
He looks tough, but there is a nervous twitch in his dark green eye. This is all too close to home for him.
Recent, not recent, a week or two. Recent, size about 43. recent, but they didn't fit with any of yours on the scene, Ruby included. That's what I've been saying. There were prints there with horizontal lines. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't tell them this vital piece of information just yet. They were about a week or two old, at maximum.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call.
Yes, you are free to do that, I suppose.
Good news is, I'm still listening.
And yeah, the key to the workshop was conveniently close to the Union box.
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there. Again, I'm not sure if she did, but maybe if we're going to pursue this line of questioning, they're going to give up some information. If we can, make them doubt that Ruby is innocent, then maybe they're willing to give up some information about her, even though I don't think that she's actually the killer.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
Now, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She could have made a copy. She could have just put it back there once she was done. Yeah, maybe I was jumping to conclusions. Yeah, she could have just put it back there.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
It fits well enough. So, have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot? I mean, since I kinda omitted the one major proof that would speak against it, which is the fact that the footprints don't fit her, I think we have established that.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established.
Alright, so he's not quite convinced.
But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Well, maybe it was hidden somewhere else.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
Yeah, I think that's basically what I'm trying to do her. Just cause enough doubt for Titus that he's willing to give up Ruby's location.
Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Okay, I understand the assignment.
But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But
Okay, well, what are my options here? I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. True. I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. There's a small 28% chance that the shot came from beyond the roof. I mean, I've just trying very hard to convince them that she went to the roof to shoot him, so maybe I shouldn't bring up this information now. Show them the antique rifle. There are weapons like this just lying around in Martinez. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. I mean, some of these options are pretty interesting. So maybe I'm going to start with the bullet that I analyzed. It was jacketed.
So,
The man shrugs and looks at you.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those.
Okay, so I maybe shouldn't bring up the fact that she might have bought my gun.
This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it. I'm just being upfront with what I know. You're right, I'm never solving this case, it's too complicated. Nope, just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it.
Calm. That's exactly what it means.
No, it just means it's hard to get.
That wasn't strong.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, I found like an antique rifle just lying around in Martinez, so maybe so did she.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there with others just like it.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
Right.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
So clearly they know about this.
It's a goddamn breech loader, too. Find one that works, and you got a military-grade weapon that shoots jacketed ammunition.
So not that hard to get after all, hmm?
He sees it. This is coming together. He must.
I hope so.
Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
Okay, let's see. Hold out the bullet. This is the bullet that did it. 4.46 millimeters. The Belle McGrave used the same caliber. Let's not get dramatic. No, let's get very dramatic here.
The blonde man looks at the mushroomed deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4 millimeter, too.
"Whoa."
Well, Barney, that's very impressive, huh?
Well, goddamn. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close. You have been thorough. I'll give you that.
Well, thank you. Thank you a lot. I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns too. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her. Yeah, I mean, this would contradict what I just established. She didn't use my gun, she used, one of these ancient rifles that fires jacketed bullets, so it wasn't my gun that was used for this murder. Again, this would kind of contradict what I've been trying to tell him all this time, that she used the secret passage to get to the roof. So what about her smuggling business?
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe this isn't really relevant at the moment either.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
All I'm saying is from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun. Fine, Titus, I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business. Yeah, maybe let's ignore this topic for now.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
I mean, that's true.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
Okay, so I guess I have maybe caused enough doubt and I can move on. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her. Yeah, I'm not going to use the other two options because it would contradict what I've been trying to establish. Let's just move on.
All right. Keep talking. I'm getting a bit curious about some things myself.
All right. It seems that I'm getting somewhere here.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Like I said, I don't think she did it, but I still need to talk to her.
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
Okay, well that's going to be interesting.
The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. Yeah, that is my main question. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. I'm not sure about that. Since apparently she already was like their a de facto leader anyway. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. Again, if she was a de facto leader of the group, then why would she need that? Yeah, I think it's mostly about the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. I mean, that would be the most obvious choice.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
Mm-hmm.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Okay, so it was her plan, and apparently she didn't need long to come up with it.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed him. Shanky, let's assume you killed him. Titus, let's assume you killed him. I don't know. Which one of these should I pick? Eugene is the one who doesn't seem to believe that Ruby is involved. Shanky seems to have some doubt. So maybe I should address Shanky with this one.
I didn't do it, fucker! It wasn't my plan!
This is just a theory.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your bodies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder? Well, probably not.
Fuck you, man! I would never fuck my guys over like that!
He squeaked with indignation.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Why isn't she here? You're here to take, like, the fall for her and she's just running? I mean, that's kind of suspicious, right?
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, I'm back to these options now. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would carry favor with you. I mean, I don't have to pick any of these. But maybe I want to pick at least one of them. So, yeah, maybe it was part of a leadership challenge. He doesn't like that, so maybe this will get some reaction out of him.
There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, cop, you put your head in your ass.
Okay, he didn't like that at all.
Man, now he's just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks.
Okay. We ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember, all we need to do is rule Ruby out too. That's all this is.
Okay, that probably was not a good choice.
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned.
Yeah, we've noticed that before. So maybe she was trying to curry favor with you instead?
You had expressed, on occasion, your dislike of the mercenaries' presence in Martinez, right?
Whack someone in my district? That doesn't carry much favor with Titus Hardy. She has to know that.
He rubs his chin and looks out the window. Okay, so we just have one option left here. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Exactly.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods.
Okay, I think I'm able to convince them after all.
A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
Okay, and apparently Theo thinks that maybe he should give us her location after all. Very good.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
Okay, I'm listening.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Okay, there we go. We finished the task. Of course, he didn't really give us her location because he doesn't seem to know where she is either. Anyway, we have a few more questions that we can ask. When did she leave? What was she scared of? Do you have any clue on where Ruby went? Have you looked for her? Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies? Right, we found that in her lorry. So when exactly did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
So she didn't leave right after the murder, only after the police arrived. So was she scared of the police?
I told you. You.
Obviously. And I mean, since she's running like a drug smuggling ring as well, even if she didn't kill Laylee, she still would have reason to be scared, right? So the RCM, I suppose. Me personally. Well, probably not.
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and
Oh.
the disco clothes.
It is me personally. Well, that is interesting. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. She probably knew me from my singing days. I mean, that's kind of funny, actually. I'm sorry, God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. You are clearly not. But yeah, she must have remembered you from your singing days.
Yeah, that's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though.
Come on, it's kind of funny.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Okay, so Ruby apparently now knew who Harry is. And for some reason, she figured, oh, this guy might actually be able to find out the truth. Okay, what else did Ruby tell you about me? Do you have any clues on where Ruby went? Yeah, did she tell you anything else about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like can.
Okay, well, apparently I have some reputation here. Interesting.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Yep, that's exactly what I did. I opened you up like a can.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's funny that he's blaming it on Angus. I mean, yes, we kind of singled him out for a moment, but in the end, you're the one who gave up the information, and you cracked as well after we convinced you that Ruby might have something to do with the murder after all.
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
So, is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Well, I guess that I am. And did she say anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught he. But she was too scared.
Interesting. I wonder if Ruby ever actually met Harry before, or if it's just his reputation that she heard of. That would be interesting to know. Anyway, do you have any clues on where Ruby went? Yes, please.
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Right.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Well, I'm a can opener, so I'm pretty sure I will be able to find her somehow.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
I thought she was your leader. Well, de facto leader anyway. So have you tried looking for her?
A little. On the coast.
Okay. And have you found anything?
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Okay.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
That's a good question, reaction speed. So you're all here. Who's out looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
The gardener, but she went to Tel Evra, so she didn't go to Tel Evra. Well, clearly not.
No one goes to tell Evrard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
Interesting.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Okay, so the gardener, or the not the gardener, the lawyer is looking for Ruby. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking? Yes. Any more details, please?
Sure. There are some shithouses there. A cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked.
Okay, the fisher folk.
I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
New task. Ask about Ruby in the village.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Okay, so we have heard about her hair, but it was a different color. But again, she may have just dyed it in a different color now. So do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies? A good question.
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
A pale emitter? What the hell is that?
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
What exactly is that?
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
Well, he's not alone. I don't understand either.
There you have it. Pale something.
Titus puts an end to it. Well, I guess he doesn't know what it is either. Well, it's not much, but I guess it'll do.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out. Okay, I guess I can shake it. You have been somewhat helpful in the end, after all.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. You know, I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but...
You said it would be nice to have a ballistics lab. You could use ours. Yes? How?
No, we're good.
He lets go of your hand. Yeah, I don't think he wants to work with the RCM in any official capacity.
Why not? You could turn the thing into an actual police force. Afraid you would actually have to follow the law.
Rich boy law is a sham. It only works for the Wild Pines, lady. So keep your lab and watch your ass out there.
Okay, well, thank you.
The coast is a dangerous place for lawman, especially Mr. Can Opener here.
Okay. Well, I mean, this was pretty successful, I would say. So, let's have a look at the new quest. Titus said Ruby, the instigator of the lynching, well, the lynching that wasn't really a lynching but a cover-up, has a shack she rents on the coast. First go across the waterlock, south of Martinez, then walk down the coast until you find a little fishing village. Ask around, the locals must have seen her. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm going to do this in the next episode, I suppose. I should be able to go across the waterlock now, because I think it opened up on Wednesday. Yeah, I still have to check out these places, and I want to talk to Classy, but I need to do it without Kim. And okay, this is in the fishing village as well. Okay, I can do this at the same time. This is another task I have to do on my own without Kim. And I think the rest is currently nothing that I really need to pursue or can pursue at the moment. Yeah, I feel that this should be done very soon. But then again, I doubt that this information is going to be helpful to me anymore at all. This is probably very, very outdated. Yeah, I guess we will maybe check out the Fisher village in the next episode. I kind of wanted to look around this place a little bit more anyway, so I guess the village might be a good place to start. Also, I have another skill point, so I have to figure out what I want to do with it. Maybe more drama for that skill check with Classy, but I will have to think about it. For now, let's just call it a day, and we will maybe check out the Fisher village in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.